The Seven Dials Mystery, Chapter 9. Jimmy's words immediately made the discussion more practical. When you think about it, he said, we don't have much to go on. In fact, we only have the words Seven Dials. I don't even know exactly where Seven Dials is. But anyway, we can't search that whole area, house by house. We could, said Bundle. Well, maybe we could. Eventually, though I'm not so sure. I imagine it's a very crowded area, but it wouldn't be very clever. The word clever made him think of a girl named Socks, and he smiled. Then there's also the part of the country where Ronnie was shot. We could look around there, but the police are probably already doing everything we could do, and doing it much better. What I like about you, Bundle said sarcastically, is your happy and positive attitude. Don't mind her, Jimmy, Lorraine said softly. Keep going. Don't be so impatient, Jimmy said to Bundle. All the best detectives start a case this way, by getting rid of investigations that are not needed or won't be successful. I'm now coming to the third option, Gerald's death. Now that we know it was murder, by the way, you both believe that, don't you? Yes, said Lorraine. Yes, said Bundle. Good. I do too. Well, it seems to me that we have a small chance there. After all, if Jerry didn't take the sleeping medicine himself, someone must have gotten into his room and put it there, dissolving it in his glass of water so he drank it when he woke up, and they must have left the empty box or bottle. Do you agree with that?
Yes, Bundle said slowly, but wait. And that person must have been in the house at the time. It couldn't have been someone from outside. No, Bundle agreed, more quickly this time. Very well. Now that makes things much simpler. To start with, I guess many of the servants are from the family. They're your people, I mean. Yes, said Bundle. Almost all the main staff stayed when we rented the house. All the most important ones are still there. Of course, there have been some changes among the younger servants. Exactly. That's what I'm getting at. You, he said, looking at Bundle, must check all of that. Find out when the new servants were hired. What about the footman, for example? One of the footmen is new. His name is John. Well, ask questions about John, and about the others who have only come recently. I guess, Bundle said slowly, it must have been a servant. It couldn't have been one of the guests. I don't see how that's possible. Who was there exactly? Well, there were 3 girls, Nancy, Helen, and Socks. Socks Daventry, I know her.
Maybe. The girl who was always saying things were clever or subtle. That's Socks. Subtle is one of her favorite words. And then there was Jerry Wade and me, and Bill Eversley and Ronnie. And of course, Sir Oswald and Lady Coote. Oh, and Pongo. Who is Pongo? A guy named Bateman. He's a secretary for old Coote. He's a serious kind of fellow, but works very hard. I was in school with him. There doesn't seem to be anything suspicious there, Lorraine said. No, there doesn't, said Bundle. As you said, we'll have to look among the servants. By the way, you don't think that clock being thrown out of the window had anything to do with it? A clock thrown out of the window? Said Jimmy, staring. This was the first he had heard about it. I can't see how it can be related to this, Bundle said, but it's strange somehow. It doesn't make any sense. I remember, Jimmy said slowly. I went in to see poor old Jerry, and the clocks were lined up on the fireplace. I remember noticing there were only 7, not 8. He suddenly shivered and apologized. Sorry, but those clocks have always given me a weird feeling. I dream about them sometimes. I would hate to go into that room in the dark and see them all in a line. You can't see them in the dark, said Bundle. Unless they have bright numbers. Oh. She suddenly realized something and looked excited. Don't you see? 7 dials. The others didn't believe her.
but she was sure. It must be true. It's not a mistake. After a moment, Jimmy Thesiger said, "You might be right. It's very strange." Bundle asked, "Who bought the clocks?" "All of us." "Who had the idea?" "We all did." "That's not true. Someone must have thought of it first." "It wasn't like that. We were talking about how to wake up Jerry. Pongo said an alarm clock, and someone else said we should get a dozen. We all liked the idea and went to buy them. We didn't plan it, it just happened." Bundle was quiet but not convinced. Jimmy explained everything. "We know for sure there is a secret group like the Mafia. Jerry Wade found out about it. At first, he didn't think it was dangerous, but then something happened that made him scared. I think he told Ronnie Devereaux about it. When Jerry was killed, Ronnie knew something was wrong and started looking for the same group. The problem is, we don't know what they knew." "Maybe that's good," said Lorraine calmly. "They won't think we're a problem, so they won't try to hurt us." "I wish I was sure about that," said Jimmy, sounding worried. "Lorraine, Jerry wanted you to stay away from this. Can't you—" "No, I can't," said Lorraine. "Let's not talk about it again. It's a waste of time." When Jimmy heard the word time, he looked at the clock. He was surprised. He got up and opened the door. "Stevens?" "Yes, sir." "Can we have some lunch, Stevens?" "I thought you would want some, sir. Mrs. Stevens has made it ready." "What a great man," said Jimmy, sighing with relief as he came back. "He's so smart. He takes classes by mail. I sometimes wonder if they would help me." "Don't be silly," said Lorraine. Stevens opened the door and brought in a very good meal. First there was an omelet, then some quails, and a very light soufflé. "Why are single men so happy?" Lorraine said sadly. "Why do other people take care of them so much better than we do?" "Oh, that's not true," said Jimmy. "I mean, they're not. How could they be? I often think—" He stopped talking. Lorraine's face turned red again. Suddenly, Bundle yelled, and the others were surprised. "I'm an idiot. I mean, me. I knew there was something I forgot." "What? Do you know Cotters, George Lomax?" "I've heard of him from Bill and Ronnie," said Jimmy. "Well, Cotters is having a party next week, and he got a warning letter from Seven Dials." "What?" cried Jimmy excitedly. "Are you serious?" "Yes, I am. He told my father about it. What do you think that means?" Jimmy sat back in his chair and thought quickly. Finally, he spoke. His words were short and to the point. "Something is going to happen at that party," he said. "That's what I think too," said Bundle. "It all makes sense," Jimmy said, almost like he was dreaming. He turned to Lorraine. "How old were you during the war?" he asked suddenly. 9? No, 8. "And Jerry, I guess, was about 20? Most 20-year-old boys fought in the war. Jerry did not." "No," said Lorraine after thinking. "No, Jerry wasn't a soldier. I don't know why." "I can tell you why, or I can guess very well. He was not in England from 1915 to 1918. I found that out, and no one knows exactly where he was. I think he was in Germany." Lorraine's face turned red. She looked at Jimmy with respect. "You are so smart. He spoke German well, right?" "Oh, yes, like a German person." "I am sure I'm right. Listen to me. Jerry Wade worked for the government. He looked like a kind, silly person. I'm sorry to say that, but you know what I mean. Like Bill Eversley and Ronnie Devereaux. But really, he was very different. I think Jerry Wade was a very important person. Our Secret Service is supposed to be the best in the world. I think Jerry Wade was high up in that service. And that explains everything. I remember saying that Jerry couldn't be as silly as he seemed." "And if you're right," asked Bundle, who was always practical, "then this is a bigger problem than we thought. This Seven Dials group is not just a crime group. It's a problem for the whole world. One thing is for sure. Someone has to be at Lomax's party." Bundle made a face. "I know George well, but he doesn't like me. He would never ask me to a serious meeting. But I might try."
She thought for a moment. "Do you think I can get in through Bill?" asked Jimmy. "He has to be there as Cotter's main helper. He might be able to bring me." "I don't see why not," said Bundle. "You will have to tell Bill what to say. He can't think of the right things by himself." "What should I do?" asked Jimmy. "Oh, it's easy. Bill should say you are a rich young man. He should say you are interested in politics and want to be in Parliament. George will agree right away."
You know how these political parties are. They always want new, rich young men. The richer Bill says you are, the easier it will be to do. "I don't mind, as long as he doesn't say I'm as rich as Rothschild," said Jimmy. "Then I think that's basically decided. I'm having dinner with Bill tomorrow night, and I'll get a list of who will be there. That'll be helpful." "I'm sorry you can't be there," said Jimmy, "but I think it's for the best." "I'm not sure I won't be there," said Bundle. "Cotters hates me, but there are other ways." She became quiet and thoughtful. "And what about me?" asked Lorraine in a small, quiet voice. "You're not in this part of the plan," said Jimmy right away. "You see, we need someone on the outside to—" "To what?" said Lorraine. Jimmy decided not to finish that thought. He asked Bundle for help. "Look," he said, "Lorraine has to stay out of this, right?" "I certainly think she should." "Next time," said Jimmy kindly. "And what if there is no next time?" said Lorraine. "Oh, there probably will be, no doubt about it." "I see. I just have to go home and wait." "That's right," said Jimmy, looking relieved. "I knew you would understand." "You see," Bundle explained, "if the three of us try to go in, it might look suspicious, and it would be very hard for you to get in. You understand that, right?" "Oh, yes," said Lorraine. "Then it's decided. You do nothing," said Jimmy. "I do nothing," said Lorraine, sounding obedient. Bundle suddenly looked at her with doubt. Lorraine was accepting this too easily. That didn't seem natural. Lorraine looked back at her. Her eyes were blue and innocent. She met Bundle's eyes without blinking. Bundle was only half sure. She found how quiet Lorraine was to be very suspicious.